Hello, I'm going to do the Sagittarius November energy reading. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. So I have my cleansing crystal on the top of the deck to cleanse the cards for you. So we're going to get going. All right, so I'm going to do the Celtic cross. So we have, what is the current situation? We have the Page of Pentacles, and what is that being crossed by? The Nine of Cups. What do you need to focus on? The Four of Swords. What are you leaving behind? Oh, that's good. Page of Swords. Your strengths. I feel you're very resilient. The Ten of Wands. Near future. You got some stuff heading in right your way there, Sagittarius. Advice: keep your head down, keep focused, keep going. Don't let distractions happen for you. Environment: you have a lot of pages here, so I feel like there's right here there's a line of pages, which is young new energy. Hopes and fears. Okay, don't let that devil energy get in your head, the negativity. Potential outcome, and I kind of feel like it's these two cards here. I feel like financially good things are headed your way, things are happening for you, things are falling in your favor with the Justice card. Could be job opportunities, could be career, could be promotions, it could be money, any of those things. Bottom of the deck, we have another major card, and we have the Hermit. I feel kind of as the overall is that you may have some challenges in the month of November, but don't let that get into that devil energy or that negativity or that toxic energy, or don't let people stop you. I kind of feel like this is kind of your thought process within yourself. So I feel like don't be overwhelmed and don't fall into that trap there, okay? I feel that it's almost like realizing how strong you really are when you're faced with challenges, and looking within to see your strength and those rewards that come in for you with your focus, right? That you're focusing straight ahead, that you're not giving up, you're not giving in. So the current situation, we have the Page of Pentacles. So I kind of feel like these are related here. It's almost like you go from the page where we're starting the beginning of the month, and then you turn into that king. So it's that development, it's that process. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the month of November. It could be throughout the next year. But I feel like November is the month that you're starting something new, or you're having that thought process, or you have that idea, or you're in the beginning stages. And what's crossing that is your Nine of Cups. And I feel like there's that frustration, because I feel like you want to already be at the King of Pentacles. Like you already want to be, maybe you've already put work into a situation. Maybe you already put effort into a situation, towards a career, towards money, towards budgeting, towards financing. I mean, it could be a relationship, but I'm not really getting relationship here with all of these pentacles here. But it could be whatever resonates with you, because this is a general reading. So I feel like you're at the beginning of a goal, and I feel like maybe you've put a lot of work and effort into it, and you're having that frustration, and you're like, is my Nine of Cups ever going to happen for me, right? Because this is what's crossed, right? This is what the challenge is that Nine of Cups going to happen for me? And we can definitely get frustrated in that energy. But when we get in that frustration, that turns into this devil, this toxic energy. And we have to be careful with that. That's what you have to be mindful. I feel like things are going at a slower pace than what you would like them to be. And that you're having that frustration of, when is it going to happen for me? There may be people around you that you see that are having results, that are having things happen, and you're saying, when is it going to be my turn? Yes, you can ask those questions, but it's being careful that you don't get stuck in that frustration. What do you need to focus on? I kind of feel like it's focusing on your Nine of Cups and saying, yes, I want to, what does it feel like to be in that energy? What does it feel like to have already received that Nine of Cups, whatever that that goal is that you have there, that career, that job, that money, right? Whatever that is, what does that feel like? And to put yourself in that energy, but to be patient and to wait for it, but to keep yourself in a positive frame of mind, to not get in that frustrated energy, and to stay focused, right? Focus on your goals, focus on your Nine of Cups, focus on this energy here, and to not be distracted or get into that. If you feel that you're starting to go down that path, then think about something else, or go do something else, or find something else to do, so that you don't start going down that path that leads to this devil toxic energy. What are you leaving behind? I feel like it's that negativity. It's about thinking it's not going to happen, it can't happen, it won't happen, and say, I'm cutting that out, I'm leaving that behind. I don't want to do that. And I just want to put that aside, that when the time is right, that things will fall in place for me. Your strengths, I feel that you have a lot of resilience, and I feel like you are, like, you don't give up on things, and that you're a fighter. And in the near future, we have the Chariot. Things are coming in for you. Things are headed your way, and you will feel more in control, and you'll feel more like you're driving that chariot. Right now, I feel like there's a loss of that, and that's not where, like, don't let your mindset get into that. Don't let that happen to you. Because again, that goes back with that devil energy. The Chariot is being in control, even though it seems chaotic, but things are still moving forward. Sometimes when we have a goal in mind, that the universe wants us to learn something else, or do something else, or see something else before this Nine of Cups comes in for us, that there may be something else that we need to learn or do or see. And I feel like that's kind of the situation here, that maybe something else that's going on with you needs to end, or sometimes we feel we're ready for something, but maybe that thing is not ready to come in for you at its greatest potential. And you don't want to force anything, you don't want to push anything, because then you're not going to have those full results, right? The full potential that you want. You're not going to have all of that, because it's just going to be partial, and it's not going to feel as good. So I kind of feel, for some reason, there's something else that you need to focus on during the month of November that kind of lines you up on that path, that direct path to this here. And that personal growth within yourself. Sometimes it's lessons within lessons, right? It's a lesson that you learn about yourself, definitely with this Hermit energy here, while trying to achieve this goal, that you learn something else about yourself, something big about yourself. The advice was, like I said before, keep your head down, keep focused, keep going, right? Know that this is your dream and your goal, and that it will happen. But maybe it's just not ready right now, which I feel that it's not. I just feel like like I said, there's other things that you need to focus on. Environment. The environment is kind of, it's almost like maybe before, again, learning about, okay, I have to be patient, but I know my Nine of Cups is coming in for me. I have that it's going to happen for me, right? That I'm not going to give up. But it's that feeling of, kind of, if I see myself heading down this path of negativity, that I'm going to change that I'm going to do something else, that I'm going to kind of turn that chariot and say, you know what, I'm not going to think about that. Maybe right now is not the time, that there may be something else I have to see or do or learn. And I just feel like your emotions and your feelings are kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to stay in the energy is that it's going to happen for me, right? That it's going to happen. It may not be the way that I want. It may not be as soon as I want, but I just want to keep my mindset. Your mindset is so incredibly important. Like, I know that people say that all the time, and I used to just brush that up. I'm like, yeah, I'm a happy person, or yeah, I'm fine. But the October for me was literally, I feel, even like these last few weeks, I really understood the whole mindset thing. And when you have that full 100% shift of the mindset where you're like, okay, I know I'm struggling right now. I know this isn't going to work, but I can't let my mind go to this devil energy. I can't let my mind go to the negativity. That I just have to work through this, that I just have to get through it. But also, not just to push through it, but also to enjoy each day that I have and to not push that aside. It's about when you have the correct mindset, challenges become easier to handle. And you say, well, this is what it is. This is how it's going. Me getting frustrated or angry is not going to help the situation at all. It's just going to give me more anxiety and more frustration. And realizing that if I have this mindset of this is the way it is, and I'm just going to work through it and deal with it, and that brings a sense of calmness. And I feel like that's kind of what you're doing here, is that mindset to not get in that energy there. And again, the hopes and fears, as I was talking about with that devil energy, and to disregard that and to say, okay, I see myself doing that, right? And you're learning a lot about yourself, and you're saying, when I have that mindset that, you know, it's going to be okay, it's going to happen for me, and I'm not going to worry or stress about that, that it makes things easier. I feel like you're going to learn a lot about yourself in the month of November and about how you handle things, and I feel like you're going to handle things differently. And then I feel that this comes in for you, the Justice and the King of Pentacles, and it's that growth, right? Because we went from the Page to the King, and you're like, wow, I feel so much better. I feel like I have things in control. The King of Pentacles represents somebody who is determined, somebody who is focused, somebody who is patient, somebody who knows what they need to do to achieve their goals, right? Because they're successful in business, and creating businesses have a lot of ups and downs, and you never know what can happen. But to be successful in that, you really kind of have to read the energy, and you have to read you have to figure out what's going on and say, okay, what's the best way to handle this? What do I need to cut out? What do I need to focus on? And I feel like you gain a lot of that knowledge, personal knowledge within yourself, just like saying, okay, that if I'm going to get frustrated about things not happening the way I feel they should be, that it doesn't help the situation, it works against the situation. So I feel like those things are going to happen for you, but I feel that there's a balance, and there's a realization, right, with the Justice and the Scales, the balance. You feel more balanced, and you're like, you know what? It's going to happen when it's going to happen. And I do feel that especially with this and these energies here, I feel like there's some, I mean, just being in that energy itself is a win. And having the extras, right? Because the Nine of Cups can be just that feeling, that emotional feeling of, wow, everything's going to be okay and everything's going to be fine. Like, that's a Nine of Cups. But it also could be, you know, those wishes or those dreams or those goals or those things happening for you. And like I said in the beginning, I kind of felt like things are going to align for you and fall in place, because you're like, okay, the timing was right? The timing wasn't when I was first started, but the timing was when I worked through this, and I just kind of let it be, and then it fell into place when it was ready to come in for me. So just that, so it's multiple things, but just that realization. So I definitely feel like November is a good personal, right, with the Hermit, a lot of personal growth within yourself. All right, so I'm going to grab a Wisdom of the Oracle for Sagittarius for November. We have Observe. Definitely. So I feel that, again, that's a message about kind of watching and waiting and observing, seeing what's going on, seeing when the time is right, to make your move, just like that King of Pentacles, is he waits until the time is right to make his move. And then when you make that move, it's the most rewarding, because you're like, I timed it right? Perfect timing. That worked perfectly for me, and you have more of those rewards. All right, I'm going to grab a Animal Oracle for Sagittarius for November. All right, we had two that fell out. So we have Koi Fish Spirit, which Koi koi fish represent abundance and luck and success and abundance, and they're definitely a good sign. So that's a good sign for you for the month of November, which I was already feeling that energy anyways. There's always enough. Realizing, so maybe in this energy over here where you feel this frustration, you're like, well, is there really enough for me? Is there really a spot for me? Is there a chance for me to be successful, or to, you know, is there room for me? And I feel like you can't put yourself in that mindset, because that's a toxic way of thinking. There is always enough. There's enough money in the world. There's enough jobs in the world. There's enough love and people in the world. There is enough. Because when you feel like there's not enough, then you put yourself in this feeling of anxiety and this stress and this worry, and then pushing things forward that when they're not ready to happen. And you say, yeah, there is enough. There is enough for me. Right? So that's what the koi fish here is to remind you of. And then we have the snake spirit, which is time to heal. So it's that healing of what I said in the beginning, is that healing of, you know, that thinking that there's not enough, or thinking that, you know, that frustration of it's not happening the way. And like I said, sometimes there's other lessons that we need to learn until we get this Nine of Cups. And maybe there's something you need to heal. Maybe there's something that you have going on within yourself that you need to heal, especially with this Hermit card, that there's something inside of you that needs to heal and to be okay in order because when these beautiful things, the Nine of Cups and this beautiful energy comes in, you want to be at your tip top. You want to be in a really good place to be able to receive those rewards, to receive those gifts from the universe. And you want to be in the best place personally to receive those gifts so that you're able to enjoy those, right? Because if we're not feeling good, or we have these wounds and we're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm excited that this happened, but you're not really feeling that excitement in yourself, because you still have this hurt or this wound or this healing within yourself, and you're like, you can't really fully accept it. So for some of you, there may be some healing that needs to go on within yourself first before these rewards can come in. So this could be something that you're working on through November and December, and then maybe next year, that's when these things happen here for you, this Nine of Cups and this energy. But you're healing yourself. You have to give yourself time to heal. Yeah, we'd like to snap our fingers and say, okay, I'm healed, I'm fine, I'm good. But these are things that can take months or years or decades to heal yourself. But that's really the true reward, is that you're getting that reward all along because you're healing yourself from something. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing November. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.